right, we back. We back at it. It's been a week, man, but we here. What is this? Episode like 19,
It's
man.
19. We're on 19 now.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Let's just keep it going. Welcome back across the bridge. Man, shout out to Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. We just trying to bridge the gap, talking sports, music, and more. But most importantly, just highlighting the city, any and every opportunity we got. So hit the like button,
Yeah.
subscribe. We got some good things coming, but how you doing, man? You got a new setup, you know what I'm saying? I see a mattress to your left. I
Yeah.
think, you know.
Damn, I ain't even clean up everything the right way. I ain't even see a mattress right here. Yeah. I got a new spot, man. I'm
Yeah,
moving on up in the world like the Jeffersons, you dig? So
that's
got
what's
me a
up.
little something I can call home. The last spot was just like a little dungeon, this little duck off for a minute to get my mind right. Now I'm up in the crib. So if everything go how it's supposed to go, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up in here making this the house for a minute, the palace. Got my baby girl, got her own room now and everything. So, but
Bro, I'm
still
so
getting set
happy
up
for
though.
you. I'm so
Huh?
happy for you. I'm saying I'm so happy for you, man. Proud of you, man.
Appreciate it.
That's what's
Appreciate it.
up, man. Like where you rest your head goes a long way into like who you can become, right? Like just the space that you're in that you can nurture yourself and your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Super important, man. So did
Yeah.
Ryan Langford help you with this?
He assisted me in the process in the
Okay.
very beginning, but he didn't really finally, it's not a house, you know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
I ain't a realtor, you know what I'm saying? I just
Gotcha.
did my due diligence. But I definitely hit him up and he showed me a few spots. I always do that. I always hit up Ryan when I need any information.
Well, shout
You
out
know what I'm
Ryan
saying?
just for being available, man. Y'all, if y'all looking for something, hit up Ryan Langford.
Shout
Uh,
out to the South Side, Duval County. Black people, leave the North Side. Get from over there.
let's
There's
talk
nothing
about
over there. Come to the South Side where everything is. Come
okay.
over here, goddammit.
Hey, so thinking of that, I seen this post, right? So
Right.
just thinking of Jacksonville. Now, I've always believed in this city, you know what I'm saying? Like it has a potential. It just hasn't necessarily taken the steps yet. But I came across this like today or the other day. Do you know where the first fully autonomous public transportation system is in America?
No.
Right where
No.
you live, bro, Jacksonville.
For real?
Yeah, so they just launched something called Navi, Navi, in Jacksonville, Florida, April 2025. So the system is part of the Ultimate Urban Circulator. I have to look at what that program actually is, but they have a plan in place, bro. But this is the first autonomous vehicle to provide transit on a 3.5-mile route along Bay Street, the Innovation Corridor. Why is this important? Because there ain't nobody riding that right now, right? It ain't nowhere to go. But when you think about what's to come, right? Looking into the vision, you got the new stadium, right? You got, of course, some gentrification going on. I know you can probably speak to, but you have, Bay Street, you have the Four Seasons. Is that what it's called? That's coming.
Yeah.
Have you been down there?
I'm all the time. I pay about it all the time.
Yeah, so I mean that's being built with those docks, right? And just what they're going to continuously do to have
Mhm.
this in place already, it just speaks to the opportunity that's coming. So,
They got to stop being sabotaged because I don't know if you know that they had this big old apartment complex that was being built on the water. And I think right
yeah,
before everybody supposed to be, it
across from the
mysteriously,
jail.
huh?
Across from the jail?
Yeah, and it mysteriously burnt down like right before it was supposed to open up. So word on the street is like it wasn't much that was a plan. Like
To
they burnt
burn
it
it.
down. So, huh?
To burn it.
Yeah, the I'm talking about it was an open people had their leases and everything. And then I got a firefighter homie, through my cousin, and we were talking about it, man. And sabotage was in play. You feel me? So, and that's the thing about Jacksonville. If you know, you know,
Yeah,
the big gripe has always supposedly been First Baptist. It's stopping all the growth.
correct.
Um, and again, just being down there in Charlotte a few weeks ago, and just seeing how far behind we are. But we slowly but surely catching up. I mean, but it's just so much that can be done to downtown Jacksonville. I can turn that thing up.
Yeah.
But you know they giving them pushback, bro. I'm just like it's just so many abandoned buildings. They do a lot of murals and paintings. They got places like the Bellwether open. They got Vostok got a couple of restaurants on the roof, and I just seen that Vostok building gonna have some more restaurants open up. You know, and it's actually when you go downtown during the week, people be out there walking around. You know, really eating, ain't much to do, but they build some like sometimes like a little skate ramp right over there under the water. On the Riverside side, they got the Whole Foods coming and a new building. The Brooklyn area really turning up, so they doing their thing, you know. But ain't shit shaking on the north side, black folks. So leave the north side for the love of everything. Get from over there, cause ain't shit going on over there, man. Nothing.
Yeah, but it's close enough to downtown that I think it will be something. And all honestly, man, we just gotta like treat each other better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's honestly what it is. You feel me?
Hey,
Like,
me and Dre always talk about this, bro. Like, stand why it's like when I go, come from Dunn. When I go to Dunn, I can feel my vibration. It goes down, bro. And that ain't even the hood. Dunn ain't even the
yeah, yeah,
hood. Like I told you,
yeah,
like it was like a few years ago, bro. For the first time, I write down my people. I was like, bro, I ain't up there. I'm looking around, like, man, let me sit a little lower in these seats. So we appreciate little Duval. He doing this thing. He bringing the
yeah.
Duval day.
Shout out
He is
July
doing this
12th,
thing,
ain't it?
huh?
In July, right?
I believe it's in. I never been down. I never been yet because it'd be too damn hot.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
so people trying to do their thing, man. Well, we just got to get better. Cash Money supposed to come here next weekend, and they cancel the concert because they ain't selling damn tickets. Like they ain't selling no tickets. Seemed like that shit was still going. It was like empty down there. So if Jacksonville want to get Beyonce to come down here and have all the big artists just mysteriously skipping Jacksonville like she just
yeah,
did last time, because she hit Atlanta, she hit Charlotte, I think she hit Houston, she hit damn near every stadium in the South. I believe I know for a fact she didn't hit Jacksonville. She hit Tampa and Miami. So
yeah.
we gotta do better as a city coming out, you know what I'm saying, and supporting the itty bitty so that the big folk can come down here, you know what I'm saying, and turn up for us.
I feel you, man. Man, I got hope, man. That's all I'm saying. I just always I'm like the Jaguars, like to a bit, I feel delusional, like, man, Jacksonville, but like I believe in Jacksonville, man.
They gotta do it,
We
man. They gotta
just
do it.
I've seen it. I feel like I've seen it, and that's why. So it's just like if we can just maximize our opportunities, I think the city could be something. But starts with
Yeah.
the Jaguars, of course, but we're not gonna start there.
Mhm.
Um, NBA is in full throttle, my guy. And I was sitting there thinking back, all right, if I call the conference championships right now and I said it's OKC, the Timberwolves, New York Knicks versus the Pacers, would I actually sit and watch this matchup? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was asking myself. But lo and behold, right, I'm watching these games and I'm actually very intrigued and kind of excited about the finals, whoever actually gets there. But let's talk about Minnesota and OKC, man. So SGA wins, MVP. He's leading his team. They're beating Minnesota. They say that's the face. They say that's the MJ. What's your take, game one so far and where you see the series going after that?
First of all, you even get that one. Think about something we talked about before. But right now we have three small market teams versus the one big market in New York. So I
Yeah.
remember what we talked about before. We did this is gonna be very interesting to see what the ratings do. This big for the NBA, right? And if they wanted to maneuver something to get two small markets in the finals to see how it's gonna rock, um, that's real big with OKC, Minnesota, and Indiana, and you got the big dog in New York. To get to the actual conference finals. Man, on my heart, I want to see Timberwolves. I want to see Timberwolves go, but I'm not. I'm going with my head right now. I'm picking the Thunder because that's what I'm seeing defensively. Um, my cousin made a good point about Ant-Man. Ant-Man, like as a basketball player, he's kind of like Terrence Crawford to boxing, where he like want to download and figure you out. And let me figure out how you gonna guard me. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do, and then I attack based off that. But him being so young, remember he only 23 years old. It take him a little too long to figure it out, and he goes through spells where he's a little too passive. Case in point, game one. He only took 13 shots in game one. there's no reason that he should be like tied for fourth on the team in shots. DiVincenzo off the bench, come off the bench, and he took 14 shots and missed most of them. SGA, on the other hand, he came out the first half. I think he was like 1 for 11 or 2 for 11. He finished the game 10 for 27. So I think he ended. What I mean, if you do that, that's like what
16 more
eight,
shots.
8 for 16. But well, that's what he always do. SGA, he getting them shots up. So they trying to say that these guys like Kobe and Jordan is really SGA because SGA getting them shots up. Ant Man should have. There's no reason he should ever have 13 shots in the game. Even though he missed a little bit of time, still he too passive. He just sitting around. I see the Timberwolves offense too often. They'll take a shot in the half court or take a shot before the ball even touches Randall or Edwards' hands, and that can't happen. Like if you see the Pacers, the ball gonna touch Halliburton hand. With the Knicks is gonna touch Brunson hand. With SGA, I mean with Thunder's gonna touch SGA. Now that could be because all them point guards, right? That could be the excuse that Ant-Man is a real deal shooting guard. He not one of these do it all type of guys. But I'm just saying, yo, man, you gotta run some action, some plays for them, which they don't do. And the ball must touch Ant-Man's hands or Randall's hands at all times. It doesn't do that. And for that reason, I'm gonna pick uh OKC to come out the Western Conference based upon defense and just SGA being older, knowing to attack, 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 attack. Now, right now, first half, Ant-Man got 10 shots. He need to finish the game with like 27. Like he shouldn't end this game with 18 shots, man. They down by 4 right now. So OKC and I'm gonna go OKC in 7. It's a toss up.
OKC in 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it making 7. I would give Ant-Man 2 games. I would give him 2 games, but it's really gonna be, I think, getting a good idea of what today's game is gonna look like overall from start to finish. I think that'll really make the difference. So when I was looking at game one and they got to halftime, and I looked at the score and I was like, they only up by 4 points. And they showed the top two score or the scores for each team, and it was Julius Randle who had like 14 and Hardenstein who had 10. And I'm like, wait, they only up 4, and you got Julius Randle having his best half, you know what I'm saying, ever.
Yep.
He having his best half. I looked at the shots. He was 5 for 6 for 3, if I'm not mistaken, or from the game, 5 for 5 from three, something crazy.
They wasted it.
And I noticed all of them were for the left side of the court, right? Just looking at how the game was falling, like he wasn't really dominating, but he was just hitting his shots. And again, that's not something that I thought would continue. So thinking about the halftime show, so I'm watching that, and I'm hearing them saying Minnesota missing shots, they'll hit shots. Um, and that could have given them a chance to actually pull away and win the game. And to your point, right? SGA 2 of 11 or something crazy, but he had 10 points. But I was like, man, if I had to bet if Minnesota's gonna come out the half and be busting shots versus 2 for 11 is gonna change for SGA and he's gonna actually take over the game, that actually became the difference. As you can see, and they end up winning by 20 something points. So I really just think it comes down to defense. One, the fact that their level of awareness on defense is different from every other NBA team. And it's simple stuff, right? Like if the defender turns their head and they have a dribble or they got they holding the ball up, they're attacking from the weak side. And I think
Right.
that's just common sense to me, right? Like they're not
Yeah.
looking, but they're lollygazing, just holding the ball out there, attack it, and you can easily create turnovers. And they do that so consistently, right? They play the ball, they use their hands. It's common things that you would do on defense, but they do it at a high level, man. And that keeps you in the game when you think about the playoffs where they're only scoring what 100, 115 is high versus in the regular season 143. So I think defense, 2 points matter. SGA is going to get you a bucket in the 2 point range versus shooting up threes. So they're able to get back on defense and they play at a high level. Defense, 2 points. And then the fact that Julius Randle gave you his best and they were only up by 4. I think is a clear sign that OKC is just better than them. Ant-Man, he's great, but SGA is just showing there's another tier, another level, MVP level And I think that's what's going to separate them.
No, I agree. Right now, 13 shots for Ant-Man in the first half, 13 points. They're down by one. SGA 3 for 5 for 8 points. So
Word. So OKC and six for me, OKC and seven for you. We'll see. We got the Pacers and the Knicks. Man, this feels like the 90s, man.
yes.
It feels like the 90s, man, and it's bringing back memories. That was our era. What's your take, so far in the madness in New York and the Pacers just winning games by the inch? I don't even know how they winning.
So
They pulling
so
them
I
off.
posted I posted the location I was at. It's a new little spot, Twin Peaks,
Yeah,
on
I
the
saw.
page. So I'm there. Fourth quarter. It's like 7 minutes left. The Knicks up by like 16. I leave. I'm out of here. This game over. I'm so confident they won, bro. I don't even check ESPN. I don't talk to nobody. Ain't no buzzes. I'm just on the couch at like 11:45 or something, just chilling. I happen to get on. I was just scrolling, going to sleep. ESPN. I look at the score. I'm like, I'm doing like this here. I'm like, what? So I text Jordan. I'm like, hey, what happened? Then he talking about some Naismith happened. I was like,
Yeah,
what? So I had to go through and like see the box score. I'm like, this dude hit three after three after three. And I'm just like, the only thing I've seen, even to this point, I still haven't seen anything but the Halliburton shot. And I told OG who I be sharing on Instagram.
yeah,
I said before the series started, I said the ghost of Reggie Miller. And the fact that this dude hit that shot and did the choke while Reggie Miller there is just it's bonkers to me. It's mind blowing that he did that, man. We got Pacers and Knicks, and they always have good series. So I just don't know, man. I think both of these series is toss ups, and I think I'm really leaning towards Pacers in six now because they already got one. I would have said Pacers in seven. No, wait, hold up. Who the top seed, the Knicks, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going Pacers because I don't think they're gonna put them out home court. So I'm going Pacers in six because good point is made. To beat the Knicks, only thing you got to do is really just shut. If you slow down Brunson, it's pretty much a wrap. If Brunson have an all game, or if he slow down, that is an absolute wrap. Carter Towns can give you a half. Well, he can win. He can win a half for you and maybe take you out and carry you into a win. But I just think with Miles Turner and Siakam, both of them boys being big and being able to shoot, it just draw everybody out. Even if they're not that great at what they're doing, they can shoot, which is a reason I talk about the finals later on. But the fact that you got all those, that whole team can shoot. Halliburton, everybody around them. So you really can't play them. You can't double. You can't pack. If you do, you run the risk of getting lit up, and you will have a game where they might drop 160 on you. We ain't even seen that yet. They had 138 last night. And to see that happen to the Knicks, who Thibodeau known for his defense. So you got a team giving you 138 and what 100 and damn 20 something in regulation and coming back. It's just like, nah, I don't see the Knicks. I think the Buck gonna stop here for them. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I got Pacers in six.
Yeah, man. I honestly would probably go with the Pacers just by the style of play and the fact that they can actually hit shots, man.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go back to a point I said, I don't know what show, but a couple weeks ago, I talked about Carlisle, Rick Carlisle, right?
yeah.
And just how he got these boys playing. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles Turner, come on, man. He's the same Miles Turner. Like ain't nothing changed in his game, but it just seems like even he's better. When you think about Neesmith, right? Naismith, whatever his name may be, right? He always been a shooter when I think about back in college with Vanderbilt. Then he went to Boston, but he really wasn't getting that much run time. Like he's a star player on the Pacers right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just seeing like development, being able to trust certain guys who have a certain skill set, and then they come into the actual moment, right? And they're doing it. They just killing it. It reminded me of was it against the Bucks or who did they play last series?
Cavs.
The Cavs. It was the Cavs actually when Donovan Smith had that great game. And I was like, oh, these boys, I was like, can Booker close out like this? And they was up like seven with 30 seconds. And then all you know is you see Halliburton grab a rebound around the free throw line and scoot back to the
He
three
did the
and just
same thing he did last
that's
night.
what I'm saying. It looked like the same game. I'm like, he did that same thing against the Cavs. So I say that to say it's not a fluke. Like they actually are actually doing this consistently. Like it's not a shock. It's like, dang, he did do that already, right? They have come back from 10, 9, 8 points with 30, 40, 50 seconds left, right? So it's like it's possible for them to actually do this. It's just again shocking. Indiana Pacers, I'm seeing it with my eyes. I don't know.
Right, bro.
I
People
just don't
forget
understand it. So
Carlisle been doing this since he was kids, bro. Carlisle was the Pacers coach, I think, Malice in the Palace.
okay,
Right? He won a championship with Dallas.
okay.
Right? It was Avery Johnson first when they lost, and then he got there when they beat Miami.
Yeah.
He won a championship. So he one of them last remaining old coaches. I think he come from up under. I don't know if it's Larry Brown or Popovich or somebody like he come from up under one of them great coaching trees. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
He
And
not
he
new.
do it. And huh?
He not new.
He not new. He got it on lock. And what I like about them is they point guard is the best player, but he's probably like the closest thing you got to an old school point guard, a pure point where he really giving you assists. Last night he had 31 points because they needed them 31 points. He can do that, but his main thing is setting everybody else up, what makes them very dangerous. So you really, it's no point in really doubling him. You don't need to. If you do start doubling Halliburton, you set yourself up for failure because he looking to make that pass. That's what he do. He be leading the league or he nine, maybe top three, top four or something in the city. He led the league last year. Last night, 31-11. He one of the only point guards who consistently having a double-double, right? I think it's gonna be a problem. And this way, well, Brunson, I think the Knicks gonna show you need another wing player with him. He too small for one to be out trying to shoulder that load he showed as far as scoring is concerned. Let me think. Last night, what he had? He had 43 points last night. I didn't know he had 43 points. Towns had 35,
Dang. And they still
40, and still lost. But his running mate, Josh Hart, got 8. Mikal Bridges got 16. Like,
I mean,
you
that
know,
sounds normal. They
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
lost the game, bro. It
But
wasn't like
but I'm saying he need that wingman to be giving him more points because
OG.
somebody, whoever the wingman is, got
What did he have?
OG had 16. OG had 16. Mikal Bridges had 16.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for?
But I'm saying consistently. I'm saying consistent with serious, like him having 43 points as the point guard and only having 5 assists. The lead assist on the team was 7 assists. So I mean, a lot of that is one-on-one basketball. One-on-one, I'm going. I'm not really, and they always get real stagnated. It's not. It ain't that many open shots coming for them. It's everybody going one-on-one, and if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. So
Bruh, 30, 43, 16, 16, and 35.
you lose.
I'm saying, what else do you want? Like,
I
God,
mean, that was a game where I mean, like I said
they
I
shouldn't have
missed the
lost that
comeback.
game. You get what
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
saying?
see.
Like,
Did you see the comeback?
yeah, I
No,
watched
I
it.
didn't see the comeback. So I don't know how it happened. I didn't see the comeback.
So basically, they were up like 14 with like almost less than 3 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Like it's pack it up. It ain't you don't lose that
Right,
game.
right,
So Neesmith or whoever, he just hit five threes. And I was even watching like every time he would hit a three, they still was up like nine,
right.
10 points. So it was like I didn't get it. But yeah, it was around like 58 seconds left. They were up nine. He hit a three. And then all of a sudden you look up and it's a 2 point game. OG misses a free throw. And then there it is. Like they just
But
run
see, I'm
down
saying
and just shoot.
OG, he had 16 points, but he had on 15 shots. Bridges 16 points on 16 shots. That's what I'm sitting there saying. Like you ain't that's not really efficient. You ain't really have the same amount of shots that you got as points. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm sitting there saying when you only got 7 assists from Josh Hart and 5 from Brunson, that means nobody's really getting nobody involved. So like you said, that comeback come because the offense gets stagnant real quick. Cause everybody so that they lock in on you and say, okay, we finna D y'all ass up. But y'all ain't moving the ball around. Y'all just dribble, 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 dribble. Somebody launch something. If you miss, now you in transition. You got to find somebody. Niggas hitting wide open three. That's I'm assuming how it look like. So
No, it
yeah,
wasn't
man, that,
necessarily
that was a
wide
terrible
open,
loss.
but yeah, man, the Pacers just know how to do that jump, and teams be folding under pressure. But they shouldn't have lost
Right.
that game. Um, but it is what it is. I do
Then
like
then then they
seeing,
missed hella free throws. They missed hella free throws too. I'm looking. They took 40 free throws and only made 28.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You hit one free throw and you won that game. You
Yep.
don't go to overtime.
Yep.
But anyway, I don't know what else they could do if they say, "Hey man, our point guard go get 43, center 35." I'm good with that. But then you add on 16, 16, 8, and maybe some other little buckets by Mitchell Robinson. I'll take that. They just need a lock up at the end. But yeah, I'm thinking the Pacers just because I can't get out of my head that it's like this the Pacers, so I can't call it, but they just doing it, man. So I'll say Pacers in 7. We'll see how the series go. Um, but yeah, man, the NBA Finals is crucial. I do get your point though. You brought up it's huge for the NBA. I'm assuming you're speaking like post LeBron to try to capture attention or just see how many people are actually viewing the NBA
Yeah,
without
yeah. Any, because we done seen quite a few finals without LeBron lately. But I can't think who was on the finals last year. It was Boston and Dallas? Like, so I'm just sitting there saying the last time you seen a small market, two teams from the small market, that's gonna be big. Look, what's LeBron or without LeBron? We don't know
Austin
when he gonna leave.
Phoenix or no, Milwaukee Phoenix.
Yeah, Milwaukee Phoenix, and that was right out of the damn pandemic. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I think it's big. You know what I'm saying for the NBA and the small markets and everything else.
All right, well, we'll see how it go. So, you want to go to Clark and Reese or wide
Let's
receiver?
do let's hit SGA, man. SGA and the best player we seeing right now. SGA he got the MVP award. I think we both can agree he deserved it, right? Um, Best record in the NBA, I believe, going away. Even though people were sitting there saying Jokic had his best season ever, it's like, yo, we got to get to a point where we reward and winning. I think this dude led the league in scoring, if I'm not mistaken. SGA did. No, wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, SGA led the league in scoring. Jokic was third. He was third in rebounding. The second. That's crazy. That's crazy that this dude Jokic third in points, third in rebounds, and second in assists. And yeah, he did not win the MVP award. Jokic was second in the league in steals. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. But at the end of the day, I still think SGA deserves. I don't get to. Do you believe that he's the best player in the league? Do you believe SGA is the best basketball player in the league? I want you to go first on that one.
Not at all. Like, I
Mhm.
think it's pretty easy who the best player in the league is. Now, does that diminish SGA by any means? Not at all, right? Like, if I had the first pick in a fantasy draft, you know what I'm saying? And SGA, I had the fifth pick and I can pick up SGA, I'll pick him up. But I'm thinking like if I had the first pick, the person I would go with has to be considered who I consider the best player, and that'll be Nikola Jokic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking about to your point, right? How you just like unbelieve you can't even believe the fact that he's top two, top three in certain categories. So you got a what, 7 foot, center who can score from each and every level. He can bring the ball up, up the court, run the fast break. You can put him at the top of the key and he can run your offense, pick and roll. And he's just a big body, you know what I'm saying? So he's not somebody who's athletic to where you got to worry about major injury because he's leaping and leaving the floor. Like 99% of his touches, like it seems like he going off his tiptoes, whether it's a rebound, a jump shot, whatever it is. But with that being said, he actually can pass the ball at a high clip. You know what I'm saying? Like if you open, he'll find you, and there's not much that can prevent him from seeing over the defense. So I think he's like your all weapon, man. Like it doesn't matter what's going on. If you need buckets, he gonna get you a bucket. If you need a rebound, he gonna get you a rebound. If you need a crazy shot, last second, don't know what to do, he gonna get you one. And on top of that, he's gonna get your team involved. People gonna love playing with him. And now you got an anchor for your team. So I think he really is the best player. Like just watching that last series, even though they lost, I'm like, this dude, You know what I'm saying? Like just I don't know. He just get it done, man. So I think he's the best player in the league right now, and SGA ain't too far behind him.
I'm going off. I think the best player in the league is Anthony Edwards. Best player in the league, both sides of the ball, two way. The best player in the league is Anthony Edwards. Like we said, like all these guys got flaws. The reason I can't go Jokic because defensively, Jokic can turn into a liability for you. Yeah, he got the steals and all, but that don't necessarily mean you're a great defender. Jokic can turn into a liability for you on defense very quickly, especially when you bring up another big man. Case in point, whenever he see Embiid, the shit we see on a regular basis when you see him play against Joel Embiid, it's like this ain't even the same dude. Like it looked like he's scared when Joel Embiid on the court and he playing at a high level, he's not injured. On the other side, Anthony Edwards, he gonna do what Kawhi Leonard did a few years ago, where if whoever your best player is, if he getting off on you, he gonna say, "Yo, I got him. Put me on him and let me guard him." Right? His only flaw, because I said y'all got flaws. His only flaw is his youth. I read an article before we had this, like a couple days ago. What they said was he still is learning moments, like how to play the game in a way that can lead to him getting the most from his own game. Like I sit there and say, he'll just take his foot off the gas on some let me get other guys involved type of time, which is what you kind of heard from other guys who was probably the best player in the league, but didn't want to show it at all times. Coming to my mind, another Minnesota great, Kevin Garnett. That was his knock for years, where he'll sit there and have all the talent in the world, but instead of him going to get it, he want to pass the ball and be this team first guy. No, the same thing they was knocking LeBron for back in the day in Cleveland. They were like, bro, you passing the ball when you supposed to be taking these damn shots. You supposed to be involved in the action all damn time. Like I said, when he got the ball in his hands, if he attack it on the same level that SGA is, they're gonna win that game. They're gonna win the game tonight. They're gonna win the game last night. But he's just too passive. The best player in basketball on both sides of the ball, what always matters to me, is Anthony Edwards. The reason I don't say SGA is because he's a point guard. So his numbers gonna look nice because he got the ball in his hands. He can't D up like him. His three ball not really falling like him. He hasn't even really been having a good postseason, to be honest with you. And it's not much competition he been facing at his position. Right now he playing Mike Conley, right? Jamal Murray was giving him work, right? And he wasn't even really guarding Jamal Murray like that. And in the first series, it was just point. I don't even know who the hell they played in the first series. Who was it? Who they played in the first series?
Are you done yet?
I don't even know.
Are you done
But
yet?
yeah, SGA man, Ant Man is the best player in basketball, bro. Anthony Edwards.
That was the worst take I've ever heard from you. I cannot believe
Okay,
I cannot believe you just said that.
okay,
Oh my
okay.
gosh. Your whole take for him sound like you were going against him versus for him. Man,
Hmm.
that was terrible, bro. One of them, one point,
He's the
right?
best.
You said lockdown defender. If the best player going off, he gonna take over. They lost 114 to 88 in round one of the NBA playoffs against SGA, who had 31.
You say
31.
what? Round one.
I
You
mean,
talking about?
game one. OKC
Yeah.
versus
Okay.
the Wolves. I'm just saying to your
Hmm.
point, where was he stopping the 31 from SGA in the game 2 days ago?
Well, like I just told you, his only thing is his youth. Cause I'm telling you, they all have
Wait,
flaws. Everybody has a flaw. He's only 23 years old. SGA like 27 and Jokic 30.
what?
He takes time. Like I said in the beginning, he takes time to get going. Go back last year. What he did to Denver last year, right? Around game 3, 4, and 5, he starts switching up on anybody who's getting hot, whether it was Murray, whoever. Of course, he didn't get on Jokic, right? He can't get on Jokic, but he get anybody on that perimeter. He got on them and made it difficult for him. And then, like we said, at the end of the day, SGA was 10 for 27. But what he do a lot of time to get a bunch of damn free throw, they call him the free throw merchant. Last game, and they come out following them, getting text, throwing the ball at him, doing that stupid shit, showing his youth. But when he just playing basketball, flowing, and he not thinking about it, he the best player in the league. Cause for me, it's both sides of the ball. Defensively, I think he better than Jokic and SGA. It ain't even close. That's why I give him the title of best player in basketball.
That's crazy, man. That's a really crazy take.
Okay.
You're not making sense. A lot of it is if based. Everything I told you about Jokic, he actually does. It ain't no if he this and if he warm up and if he do this, he can be the best player.
Hey,
Like I'm
I
talking
ain't giving you no
about
ifs. Anthony Edwards does. He gets on the best player in basketball.
he dropped 31 in game one of the Western
Yeah.
Conference
But he
Finals.
shot 27 shots. That ain't you 10 for 27. That's you know your percentages on that. You 10 for 27. That ain't good.
He
But then how,
dropped
how many free throws
31.
did he shoot?
Okay.
How many free throws did he shoot?
You brought up Jokic being a defender. Who's dropping 31 on him?
How many centers can do that? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I bought up.
So you
How many
penalize
centers
him?
can do?
You say he's a liability, but then
No.
you're saying nobody can
No,
drop him
you,
off.
you no, you're missing what I said. I brought up a center, right? Named Joel Embiid. And I told you, I said when he enters the arena, when there actually is a center that can compare to Jokic, it looked like Jokic don't even want to be on the basketball court anymore. Because Embiid is his ass up. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's interesting because what I've heard in the narrative is that Joel Embiid hasn't played in Denver like the past 4 or 5 seasons. The only time he will actually play Joker is when they play in Philadelphia. I'd be curious to see what the actual statistics are, though, right? The matchups to hear exactly what you're referring to. So I don't know what the
Joel Embiid,
the
Joel
win.
Embiid is 6-2 versus Nikola Jokic.
Yes, but where do they actually play? I know that's probably not something you can pull up right now, but I believe he only.
The last time they played is looking like I don't know where they were at, but Embiid had 41, 7, and 10. 41, 7, and 10. Jokic had
Here we
25,
go.
19
Here we
rebounds, and
go.
3 assists.
Here we go. The last time Joel Embiid played in Denver was on November 8th, 2019. He has not played in a game in Denver since that date. And that is almost 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And you
That's fine.
okay.
That's fine. That's okay. But since that game, each game, Joel Embiid 22, 10, and 6. Jokic 15, 7, and 11. Next game, Embiid 34, 9, and 4. Jokic 22, 30, and 8. After that, they play again. Embiid 47, 18, and 5. Jokic 24, 8, and 9. So I'm saying in the last game, 41. So the same way you saying, oh, SGA had 31. And this is a matchup on matchup. At the end of the day, SGA and Ant-Man is not the matchup. That's a switch. The matchup versus matchup, Embiid dropped 41, 47, 34, 22. And then you say the game they played in he ain't playing in Denver. Whatever. I don't care what you playing at. If I'm giving you 41, 47,
Now you don't care
34,
where
you give
you
me
play
22,
at.
24, 24. No, this NBA player. I don't care where you play at. What
It
you
was
mean?
just a couple weeks ago. You had your whole setup talking about, all right, they got to go to Denver and play in the Mile High. Now it don't matter where you play at, but it's all good.
Well, I'm saying that's a playoff series. These guys in the East versus the West, that don't matter. That's a playoff series. That's
Don't
beating a team.
matter.
We talking about one-on-one guys right now. Huh? It don't matter if Jokic is an MVP. You think Jokic being affected by not playing on the road? He a three-time MVP. What you mean?
I'm saying that one game, Joel Embiid is not a scrub. Like he'll do that to anybody. Like that don't matter who you are. So I'm not penalizing Joker for not being the best player in the world because he can't stop Joel Embiid. No one can stop Joel Embiid. But
What?
just like,
So can any, so then you sit and try to penalize Ant-Man for not being able to supposedly stop. But that ain't even the point. The point is these are efficient games. This is not 10 for 27, which is not an efficient game at all. This is 13 for 22. This is 18 for 31. This is every game over 50% shooting, and he's outplaying Jokic. He's outplaying Jokic.
play
And I
him in,
said, this is
play him in Denver and then let me know.
all
That's
right.
what
We'll
I'm
play him in
saying.
Denver. I'm pretty sure they play him. Now he hurt right now, but that's my whole
Exactly.
reason for sitting there saying Jokic is not the best player in the league because you got to play both sides of the ball. If I know there's
He's
a
second
center
in
out
steals,
there
man.
who will come, That don't mean you the best player in basketball, bro. Come on, Steph
I'm
Curry
not
lead the league
saying
still
he's the
sometimes.
best player in
That don't mean you
basketball.
the
I'm
best player
saying
in
he
basketball.
plays both ends. That's what I'm saying.
No. No. He's a defensive liability, bro. Well, he's not defensive liability, but he don't play defense like that. He's not a
Okay.
liability because we don't have that many centers in basketball, bro. There's not that many centers. Name the centers in basketball. You got three you can name: Cat, Embiid, and Jokic. Other than that, and maybe the dude coming up, the Ngoon guy with Sagoon, he come up. But there's not that many centers in basketball who hooping like that since Jokic been doing his thing. You Wimby coming up, but nah, I got
I'm
Ant
not
Man, best
saying
player in
who's
the
the
league, bro.
best center in the league. I'm saying who's the best player. Joker to me is the best player. I don't hear how you're saying Anthony Edwards is right now the best player. It sounds like you're saying he can be the best player if he do this and that. But if he not showing up on game to game nights, like how can you say he's the best player? But I'll let you rest with that.
Yeah, I'm going Ant Man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, yeah, that's mind blowing. But NFL, man. Well, before we get to the NFL, we could talk about transition to the WNBA. Their season officially started. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's as much hype around the WNBA as it was when Caitlin Clark was first coming into the league. But they found a way. They found a way to put that in the spotlight, all because of
Right.
what appeared to be just a normal foul, right? So you have Angel Reese, commit a foul on Leah Boston, not called. Caitlin Clark, you know what I'm saying, in retaliation for a open layup and also confused about a foul not being called. Fouls Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. She abruptly gets up and wants to confront Caitlin Clark. All right, boom. This now becomes, headline news. It's turning into something more than probably what it should be. We have even RG3 and Ryan Clark going on, just pouring fire onto the whole situation. What's your take on Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark?
All right. First off, start with RE3. He said Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Do you think Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark?
Do I?
Yeah. Do you think she hates Caitlin Clark?
And I'm assuming by his definition is he said beyond basketball, like real hate. I do not believe. Matter of fact, I don't know, right? Like how would I know or be able to tell from that specific activity or foul that was made during the game and the reaction to it? No, I don't believe that. But even in all honesty, how would I know? And how does anyone else
So
know
let me,
unless she says it?
and maybe this, let me frame it like this. Maybe this how we, this is what RD3 is. I'm gonna read some of his tweets. He say Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark is staring us right in the face, but people are afraid to say it. So this is what I guess he's saying why she hates her, right? She won't answer questions about Caitlin Clark. She gets mad when people praise Caitlin Clark for the explosion of popularity around women's basketball. She celebrates when her teammates she celebrates when her teammates flagrantly fouls Caitlin Clark. Goes after and tries to punch Caitlin Clark after routine, make them earn it foul. After Angel Reese foul Aaliyah Boston with a push in the back that wasn't called. That's not just hate, that's jealousy and resentment. So I guess from what those 4 points, he's sitting there saying that's hate. Now, the if it's true that this girl is celebrating when people flagrantly foul Caitlin Clark, that's a little bit hatery. Like flagrant foul can lead to injuries, right? Um, but I can't say like you. I can't say this because I haven't watched them play that much. I think Angel Reese going through a lot more shit, which is kind of what Ryan Clark is getting at, saying she's a black woman and what she's going through as a black woman, because she get critiqued on more than just basketball. She get critiqued for some of her off the court foolishness. Um, some of the things that happened with Shaq when she had that podcast with Shaq, and Shaq was like she should be in booty shorts playing and twerking on the stage. She
Yeah.
posting herself getting a wax, showing her booty, and just posting herself naked. I think
Oh,
that's what's
wax. What
going
you
on with
mean?
her. She she posted on social media one time herself getting a wax done, and everybody like, why the
What
hell are
you
you posting
mean?
some wax? Like, you know how women get waxes to they cooches and shit like that. Like,
No,
She
I'm
got a
saying it's
wax
showing
done.
that. What you mean? That's what I'm saying.
She showed it. Like she we ain't you couldn't see her, but you saw her in the facility laying down getting a wax. Like she showed us on social media. Right? So this is the shit people this is why some people like myself give her more flack. Cause it's like why like you said like you like what you mean? She's showing it like yeah, why are you showing this shit? It's kind of
Okay,
like
yeah, that look
doing
crazy.
you do the most
Yeah,
attention.
yeah,
Right.
that look crazy.
So it's like, why are you doing these things? Why are you doing? Are you doing these things just because you just this is how you are as a person, or are you out here in the limelight and you doing the most for your brain and all this that and the third? Um, I do think she might have a little bit of just jealousy towards Caitlin Clark. Just keeping it being, you know how it is when it come to the black and white issues and all them girls saying that uh she is getting more attention in the game. But like Stephen A always say, like, hey man, she making the game better for all y'all. So just shut the hell up and just accept it. Um, so I think she do got a little hater rate, but I don't think she hates her on that level. Like the way RG3 saying it, she might have like a little hater rate. They rivalry, they competitive. She I'm tired of this bitch. I want to beat me. 'Cause I think even in they head-to-head matchups, they say regular season in the NBA, NWNBA, Caitlin Clark 4-1 against her. She came out of game one, they said like a triple double, shitted on the sky. You know what I'm saying? Beat the dog shit out of them. So she was the first team all WNBA last year, and she was an all-star. And Caitlin, I mean, Angel Reese wasn't. And truth be told, Angel Reese just not. She ain't really all that any damn way. She ain't that good. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like you staying up here because of the antics,
yeah,
right? I think the shit gonna be dope next year when Juju come. When she comes to WNBA, then you got her versus Caitlin Clark, right? Because they don't even play the same position, right? One a big, like technically a big girl, the other one a small girl, like playing different positions on the court. So it's a little hater, it's a little jealousy there, but I don't think it's to the level this nigga RG3 talking about.
yeah. Me either, right? Like I don't even get why people go to that level, you know what I'm saying, to call people a liar and, how they hate someone. That's crazy to
Yeah.
me. Unless they say it, right? Unless somebody come out and say it, I would never be like, yeah, this person, I know they hate them and I don't even know. That sounds crazy to me. But he is a little on the side, like he ain't somebody from observation that I'll like kick it with, you know what I'm saying? And he may not want to kick it with me either. But yeah, he just seemed like somebody like he would say something like that. So I just kind of like stay away from him. But when I think about that whole dynamic, right? I think there is a 50-50 aspect to it, right? And a lot of people kind of give it a 80-20, like 80 Caitlin Clark and then Angel Reese just kind of hanging around. But Angel Reese is a star outside of the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what really matters because, like you're saying, like I look at her game and I'm like, what does she do outside of like rebound? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see what she does. Like, she ain't no Asia Wilson. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? Who like
right,
all right, the game is making me pay attention to her. Like
right.
the game ain't making me pay attention to Angel Reese. I don't really pay attention to her that much right now, but like, my wife was watching the Met Gala and I was like, oh, look at Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see a Caitlin Clark there. If
Yeah, and the fact that she's been invited to that show is like, what are you really there to hit to do?
what I'm saying, you need to do something based on the WNBA because they ain't really paying that much. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you need to like progress your career and doing all these different avenues, create different streams of income. So I don't blame her for that. And she's a female, you know what I'm saying? She got a body, she looks good. So she's gonna manipulate the market to take advantage of it. I think the little waxing scenario, that probably is a little too much. But hey, to each his own, whatever. But when it comes down to like outside the game of basketball and what she brings to it, I think it's more or equal to what Caitlin Clark does in the game. And honestly, without Angel Reese, I don't know if people would actually pay attention to Caitlin Clark that much. And Angel Reese actually said it. She was like, I get it. I understand it. Like, the partnership is that Angel Reese has to play the bad guy. And I think that's what she does. She just plays that role, understanding like, hey, this is what's moving the WNBA right now. And she plays a part in it. She just plays the side that, the Joker and Batman, right? Like he's the Joker and then Batman's Batman. So Batman gonna get all the praise, all the attention, but Joker just as much carry, you know what I'm saying, that situation. So I think that's what it comes down to. Hopefully she can improve her game, and I think that would change the narrative if she can actually ball out and be dominant versus losing. That's why she got, LSU when they won. She was able to do that. After that, she ain't been able to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So she just need to put the ball in the hoop, you know what I'm saying? Get a jump shot and help her team win. And I think that'll change the narrative. But I don't think she hate her like that.
Yeah,
So
shut up and dribble.
she ain't gotta shut up. But
I just play. But we do gotta. I do wanna. We got. I've been thinking for a couple of days, man. We gotta think about a couple of weeks actually. All this beef in sports media, right? Because
in the world,
yeah, in the world, but 'cause we on sports. We talking about sports media. Every time you look around, Ryan Clark is throwing himself in here on some race baiting going on. Like this dude, this dude went off on RG3. Did you see what he said about RG3? You see
I
what
watched
he
the clip.
you see when he went on, but then he be always beefing with Marcellus Wiley. So Marcellus Wiley come out the day and be like, "Nigga, you got a baby from a white woman." So everybody like, "What? You said all this and you got your first child from a white girl?" You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna diss this man for having a white wife and talking about some? Oh, you ain't having these kind of conversations with your daughters. But like, okay, are you having the same thing with yours? Because she ain't suffering the same experience, right? She biracial. You feel me? She mixed. So oh man, all this just infighting going on with all these dudes. It's always the black people. You don't see the you don't see too often Colin Cowherd beefing with Skip Bayless, beefing with Dan Patrick. Every time they do, it's like real subtle and quick. But us, Stephen and Smith on the talking about I ain't scared of nobody. You come pull up on me, I got body like street shit. Like y'all would be up in this upper echelon like that shit ever leave us like
That's where we're from. You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? I've grown and elevated, but I still have a certain mindset coming from the city of Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when I go certain places, I'm like, man, this is a different way of living how they do things here. Cause I'm used to growing up and like just understanding certain situations that people, somebody could come see you if need be versus other places. You can be 15 minutes down the road and not exist. You know what I'm saying? In Jacksonville, you can be an hour. Somebody could come see you if
Yeah.
need to come see you.
Yeah, yeah, this big ass place. That shit small as hell though.
Yeah.
For real.
So yeah, man, I think it's just where we're from overall as a people, and we just kind of carry that with us. And it's marketed, right? Like it's marketed at a high level. D1 been talking about it forever. Like they're gonna push the beast. They're gonna magnify. You know what I'm saying? I think it was. I don't know his name because I don't pay attention too much, but I saw a clip from I guess NBA YoungBoys op or whatnot, and the dude doing the documentary was like, "Do you think y'all will ever squash it?" And he was like, nah, like last man standing. Like that's the mentality, right? So imagine generation after generation after generation is just the last man standing mentality. So that just it's just kind of it's a nuanced topic, but I think that's why you see it is marketed. They take advantage of it. It's been a part of our
Yeah,
history. At some
yeah.
point, we gotta maneuver around it, right, in the right way. But yeah, man,
Like get out of that box. Like it's like we in a nigga box. Like we gotta do certain shit that we've been made to do. Like what happened to just calling? It's like social media made it like we ain't calling, we going to the internet to type. Like, bro, you could just call somebody. It was like just call this dude and say it. You in front of the camera, you gotta type and let the whole world know, and not everybody talking about it like we talking about it right now, right? This shit just be behind closed doors. Hey, bro, blah 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 blah. And but everybody, all these niggas beefing, and they are football players too. Football players, I tell you, we'll throw it off as is. No telling how many concussions is fucking with. They ain't niggas ain't in their right mind in the damn way. So I don't know.
yeah,
It's just crazy to me to always see us beefing out here like this
I know
over
I had
stupid
two.
shit.
I know I didn't play football at a high level, but I had two concussions in high school. I
Oh,
know
I
for
know I did too. I know I did. I remember playing. We were playing University Christian. Boy, crap at me after the
Oh
play. My
yeah.
shit was ringing. My shit was ringing. I know my shit was. And I'm in the next play. I'm like, boy, this ain't right. This ain't right. Hey, that boy say, hi. I'm sitting there looking around like, I ain't ready.
Oh,
Nah,
man.
boy, I remember that.
The hardest hit I see, either I don't know if you hit him hard or y'all just met, but it was against Fletcher, that
I know
running
you talking
back.
about Fletcher. Yeah, that
He had
at the
that
goal
boosty
line,
fade.
huh?
Yeah, the goal line.
At the goal line.
Oh, I think your jump was like busted too, if I remember.
Hey, I pride myself that day though, boy. 'Cause I stood cuz up and I went.
Yeah,
But this was passing,
yeah.
bro.
I
We
was like,
going
hey,
because
that was
the
a hit.
lineman got behind and pushed him over, and y'all just watching. And I'm like, what the hell we doing?
Hey, that was the hardest hit I had ever seen. Like, I'm talking about y'all met right at the goal line, bro. I was
I
like,
proud of myself because bro was
ooh-wee.
way bigger than me. He was way bigger
Yeah.
than me. I stood this nigga up like
Hey,
fuck it.
yeah. I was
But
like,
that
hey,
wasn't a
that boy.
concussion. That wasn't a concussion. Nah, bro. Every Fletcher game, we go on a tangent now, but every Fletcher game, you remember Ha Ha with the dreads? He
Uh,
was in '06.
was he on their team?
He's on our team. His name like Ha Ha Aurelio, some shit like that. This dude came down on a kick return opponent and he hit someone so hard he knocked himself out. I remember looking at this boy eyes like his eyes was like dazed and confused, but everyone like good job, pop on the head and shit. You got a
Nah.
concussion, man. Sit this dude down.
Man, I don't remember the team, but it was like this dude was laying everybody out, and then we had an onside kick, and I went straight to him and laid him out, and everybody was like hyping me up. Boy, I was seeing colors, everything.
Yeah,
I came to the sideline.
yeah.
I was like, I'm talking about, I was seeing
That's how I
colors
be.
like the rainbow. It was that time, and then I think in Devin, what's Devin last name?
Oliver.
Oliver. This was freshman year, I want to say, and I was playing corner. We was back there like on the way back in the baseball field or whatever that was back there. Man, he had like this outside run and I was being blocked. He probably was mad at me or something because I wasn't even like prepared to tackle him. Boy, he came with all his strength and his helmet went straight into my helmet, man. I was like, oh, I'm talking about that whole practice. I was toe up, man. Like
Yeah,
I had never felt like that in my life. And
yeah,
he got me, man. So shout out to Devin Oliver.
yeah.
He,
Them concussions ain't no joke.
yeah, man, that was
Give
that was
football players a break, boy, because you don't tell them what we really got going on, like on any level, like pop Warner to high, like nigga, your head ringing, your head ringing. You don't give a damn what level you playing on.
did I freeze?
Nah, you good.
I
I
don't
think
know
I
why.
froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Shit, it's out.
But yeah, man, I don't know how we got to concussions. What what were we? RG3. Oh, we
This
just
this
talking
talking about
about
these
our
players.
huh?
This talking about these players.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with the beefing, but hopefully they chill out and just chill with the disrespect.
I'm back on now.
Nah, you good. You locked and loaded, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't
Let's
know.
get this football. Let's get this football, man.
Yeah. So top wide receiver duos.
In
So
honor of in honor of BTJ and
yeah,
Travis Hunter. Let's see.
for what appears to be, they're calling it the top duo. They ain't even seen them play yet, but they said the Jaguars gonna have a top offense, the top wide receiver duo in the league, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. What can I
I
say?
bet you are.
What can I say, man? The Jags, I'm just proud. They doing their thing. They tearing up the all season. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got to be the talk of the show. And then we got to show up when the season starts. But I'm
Yeah,
confident
yeah.
because of these two wide receivers. So, what's your take, man, on the top wide receivers, across the league or even just all time? What's your take?
If I do, I'm gonna do the top duo right now. I feel like it's pretty obvious. The top wide receiver duo right now is Jamal Chase and T. Higgins.
Okay.
That's pretty obvious to anybody. What's going on? Them two on the field. I feel like both of those guys. Joe Burrow has always been assisted by having this great wide receiver talent all the way around him. I feel like that's pretty obvious, pretty easy. Number two, um, wide receiver duo. I'm going AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, the Super Bowl champions.
Okay.
Them two, like I told you, two number ones in my opinion. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Uh, After that, I'm probably gonna go Jameson Williamson and Amon State Brown of Detroit. Um, as number what? Number three. Um, I'm interested in seeing. 'Cause I didn't even know this happened. What Puka Nuka gonna do with Devontae Adams and Matthew Stafford? Like they might have just got something going on around there. And number five, I'm listening to no damn BTJ. I'm going CD Lamb and George Pickens, Cowboys. I'm going that number five with honorable mention Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. That's honorable mention. That's my top five. What's the name of them? We got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. BTJ and Travis Hunter got to play on the field together with the quarterback before I put them up there as a top duo. They got potential, right? But not right now. What say you?
I mean, I'll go with Jamar Chase and T Higgins. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys ballers. That definitely makes sense. I do like Puka and Devontae Adams. I haven't really thought too much about that. That's a good fantasy pickup there. Um, Matthew Stafford, he can throw the ball. You got Sean McVay. Yeah, that can get pretty crazy out in the West Coast. So
Yep.
they definitely in the top five. You got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Definitely putting them in the top five. I'm gonna put some respect, you know what I'm saying, on the Texans. Nico Collins, he can ball, man. And if you got Stephon Diggs, last year he was balling until he got injured. Like that was a top two, you know what I'm saying? But everybody just got injured. Even the slot receiver they got, I can't think of his name.
Tank
Yeah,
Dell, he
Tank
gone.
Dell, like he nothing to sniff at. You got Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Um, I mean, Tyreek Hill, enough said. Jalen Waddle, I mean, he a T. Higgins, you know what I'm saying, to that
Right.
matchup. So
But Stephon Diggs not that no more.
I know I was just saying from last year,
Okay.
um, top wide receivers in the league last year. Because if I say this year, then I'm gonna go ahead and say Brian Thomas Jr. You know what I'm saying? Because you have not seen Pickens and CD Lamb, and you already talking about they top five. So I don't
Bro.
want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Production, man, production.
Production, man.
Yeah.
Why was a production receiver going to Dallas anyway? You know what I'm saying? So I I don't see that just yet. I honestly would say Zay Flowers and Bateman. Bateman
hmm
had a great season
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, I forgot about them too. Yeah.
He was a number one wide receiver, and Zay Flowers, he ain't no one to sneeze at. So
Yeah, I forgot
it's
about
a
them too.
couple of teams. I mean, I didn't say Jamison Williams and
I'm a rock.
Amon St. Brown, but that's you know what I'm saying they good too. It's a couple of teams that actually have some quality receivers. You know, Mike Evans, Godwin, they ballers too. Am I missing anybody off the top of my head? That
You
those are
got
the top
Terry
ones.
and Debo down there in Washington.
Nah, Debo, nah,
All right.
nah.
Y'all put some respect on Debo's name.
Put some respect. He need to get over 1,000 yards, and I put some respect on his name. Score some touchdowns,
I
and
hear
I'll
you.
put some respect on his name. So yeah, I think they got a team or a couple of wide receiver duos, you know, right now that's shining, but I look forward to seeing Brian Thomas and Trav. Man, they saying Brian Thomas looking like the dude, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see, you know, how his second year pans out. Top five wide receiver as a rookie last year with, you know, three quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken, throwing him the ball. Trevor Lawrence definitely wasn't. So
Right.
yeah, I'm
That's what I'm
curious.
interested in seeing.
I'm curious to see how that all actually turns out when you got weapons. So uh but yeah, shout out to all the wide receivers. See what
Go
happens.
all time. Yeah, let's do all time. What's your all time duos?
All time, man, you got Bruce and Torrey Holt.
That's a
They
good
was
one.
hard. You got Carter and Moss with the
Mhm.
Vikings. You gotta shout them out. I'm gonna put Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardell on there.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Gonna put them on there.
I ain't mad at Thunder and Lightning. They deserve that shit.
Yeah, they was ballers. Uh, I'm gonna put Travis Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
Ain't going there. No. That's his new NFL. I ain't fucking with it.
All right, old school. Let me see.
I ain't fucking with it.
We got. Um, I gotta think. Who you got?
I'm gonna go ahead. Of course, you say Carter Moss. Bruce and Hope was good, but I wasn't gonna say to my real. I'm going Marvin Harrison and Richard Wayne.
Yeah, I
Them boys
forgot.
gave my Broncos fits. Shit, I'm going T.O. and Jerry Rice. When them boys was together, when they went to with young T.O., they was giving niggas fits. I'm going uh Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden. Them boys when they won that Super Bowl run, them boys was nasty. And being he the best receiver of all time, he only hit twice.
Who?
Randy Moss
Oh,
and Wes Welker in New England when what's the name went to 50 touchdowns. That was the start of the greatness of Tom Brady as an individual, man. So I'm going that right there. Like I said, we got more. You say you go Jerry Rice again, him and Tim Brown when we were older, right? Oakland, right?
yeah.
Um, who else will I think?
Got
I
Tim
don't know how
Brown book.
productive, huh?
I said I got Tim Brown book.
Tim Brown book.
Yeah, he got a book.
I'm going. Who else was it? Steve Smith and Musa Muhammad. When them boy had that Super Bowl run,
You just
like
saying anybody now.
nah, that was a Super Bowl duo right there. You wild and them two boys was getting off. And then I'm a Bronco man, so Rod Smith and Ed McCaffrey,
Yeah.
2 time back to back rings to show our shit. So you
So
know,
so Green Bay don't get no love.
Green Bay. Who they had? They had Donald Driver, but who's number two?
Um,
Cause I don't think what's the name was there. I don't think Jennings was there at the same time.
what was the white dude name?
You talking about his name was you talking about Jennings and what was that white boy? I ain't talking about. I can't remember his
Yeah, I
name either.
can't think of his name.
Can't remember his name either.
Dang.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
But yeah,
Dang.
they had some wide receivers
Yeah. They have.
out of Green Bay. I don't know
Yeah,
why I can't think of his name right now, but he used to get it. Number 87.
yeah. He was fine.
Remind me of Ed McCaffrey.
Huh?
He remind me of Ed McCaffrey. That's who keep popping up in my head. I'll think of his name at some point. Um, but yeah, man, I think those would probably be my top wide receivers all time.
Ran him off on there twice, man. All right. So schedule out. Where we going with this? Where we going? How many wins you got the boys having? Wins and losses. Let's go through the schedule, man. What you see? What you got?
First of all, are you going to that Denver game?
I'm going, man. Ticket is already bought. I'm going. I'm going up there. I hope it's snowing. I read on the review, like not the review, but people who there in Denver, they say it's kind of like hit and miss. They say it could be snowing and cold, or it could be a cool, sunny day, right? So I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm going on December 21st. It's a 4 o'clock game, Mount Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to see the Broncos and Jaguars. I'm gonna be broadcasting and doing a little something for the page, and we're gonna kick y'all ass. Definitely.
We'll see. Um, that's what's up. That's my wife's birthday, so I doubt I'll be able to go. But
Right.
if she want to go to a game, we can go to Colorado. So we got week one, man, against Carolina Panthers. I was praying this game would actually be here because I would go easily. But it'll be in Jacksonville, Everbank Stadium, 1 p.m. game. You got Bryce Young trying to bounce back. Is this year two or year three for him?
And it's year three for him, I believe.
So yeah, he got to take a step forward. You know what I'm saying? They actually have a pretty decent team this year, and they came on strong last year. And of course, you got us. We got to start strong, man. So I got us going 1-0, smashing up little Bryce Young, sending him back to Charlotte, and he can get going there. It
I
ain't
agree. I agree. One of those starting season one. I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right.
all right. So we got week two, Cincinnati Bengals. We're actually in Cincinnati. There's actually been some quite good games against Cincinnati, man. They typically kind of play these night games, Thursday night games. Of course, we had some history with coaches and all type of foolishness going on. But honestly, Cincinnati typically starts the season pretty slow. So I'm seeing us having a chance to actually scrape out with a win here and going 2-0.
L. Well, I got a 1-1.
Just a hater, but it's cool.
L.
So Sunday, week three, we got Houston Texans. I don't know who they have offensively outside of Nico Collins with Tank Dell going down out for the year. You have Stephon Diggs um, in the Patriot playing with the Patriots now. So I'm not quite familiar with their offense. So there's a chance we can sneak out of here 3-0. So I'm going 3.
L. L. 1-2. Keep going. You talking
All
crazy right now.
right. So we got a West Coast trip next. We're going to San Francisco to play the 49ers. We never really match up well against the 49ers, man. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what it is,
Yeah.
but it'll be interesting to see if we can change the course. But I'm gonna go with a loss against the 49ers.
L. So that means y'all coming to Monday Night Football with the Chiefs 1-4.
So we are now three and
One
one,
and three. 1-3. 1-3. My bad.
three
One
and
and
one
three.
against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is it right here, and you know what I'm saying? And now the setup is beautiful. Man, the Jags have turned the corner.
Yeah.
Travis, um, dang, what's his name? Hunter has made a difference.
Yeah.
Sunshine is now Sunshine, and he is now killing it. He got
Yeah.
time to pass. We
Yeah.
got a offensive weapon in BTJ who's going for a top receiver for the year. And
Yeah.
we play on a Monday night football against Kansas City, who's 1-3 coming into this game. And we keep the streak going. They're now 1-4, and the Jaguars are now the talk of the town on Tuesday, October the 7th. And I'm gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna have a day off, and
L.
I'm gonna be
L.
celebrating that
One
win.
and
So
four.
4-1 going into
L.
Kansas City or
L.
exiting Kansas City. That's at home too, man. I might try to come to that game, man. So
L. 1-4. Leaving Monday Night Football. Yep.
all right. So we got week six, Seattle Seahawks, baby. Again, I think this is a easy opportunity to win, but it just seems like when we go to these West Coast games sometimes, I don't know if it's the change of atmosphere, the
Y'all
time
home.
zone.
Y'all home.
Oh, this is a home? Oh.
It's a home game.
Oh, at home, we dominate Seattle at home. So this a dub. This a
Yeah,
dub.
I give y'all that. I
Yeah,
give
this
you
a
I give you the
dub.
win there. I give you the win there. 2-4.
Yeah. We got what? What's that quarterback name?
They got Sam Darnold over there.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, man. We this
Yeah, I give
ain't
y'all
this
that two
ain't the
and four.
Vikings. This ain't the Vikings, man. So week seven we got Los Angeles, and this is actually across seas in London. So a big matchup. You got the GM, the coach who came from the Los Angeles Rams. I think the moment is too big. You know, it's too much going on the first trip over there. And I think they actually go home with the L here.
L. Yep, another L. 2-5.
So now we're what? Four and
Week 8.
4-3 or
I
five
got
and
I got the 2-5.
I think 5-2. So we're going to the bye 5-2, positive energy. Our rookies got a good feel for the game. You know, our coaches, they understand, all right, we are now a different team. It's time to get going. And we actually run it off. We come back, we play at Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? November the 2nd, W.
I give y'all that. I
Yeah.
give you that. I give
Yeah.
you that one.
Yeah. So now we are 6-2, man. And I'm talking about I'm on cloud nine. I'm selling out. You know what I'm saying? Any chat at work, anywhere I'm at, I got on the Jaguar gear. You know, I'm ready. And then we face Houston and Houston.
L.
I think they hit a couple clubs. You know what I'm saying? Them Ocho nightcap clubs. what do they call them? Professional ballet club. I think they hit up a
Yeah.
couple of those, and they come home with the L. So 6-3, 6-3, but we in good position. We in good position. You got the Chargers, week 11. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a W. The
I
Chargers
give y'all that.
fall off around this time.
Hmm.
So 7-3,
I give you that one.
nothing to see here. Arizona, I don't trust little man. Whatever the quarterback name. He just I don't know. He was good like the first year or two, but after that he kind of just I seen that show before.
I give
So
you that one.
I'll take the dub there,
I
and
give you that one.
I think we're what 8-3. This is good. I like this. I like this. So week 13, Tennessee, we always beaten them recently. So uh,
L.
I don't even. Do we think Cam Ward is going to be ready by this time?
L.
Okay.
L.
So yeah, I think Cam Ward sees what it's like to play a real division game and how we're gonna dominate, and he's still gonna go through his rookie bumps. So I got us winning there. So now we are 9-3. Come on, man. This is what's up.
L. You know you crazy right now.
We got week 13, week 14. The Colts, again, this is the clinch, the division. We go ahead and separate ourselves from the rest of the pack. We go ahead and take this W. I don't know when the last time the Colts have actually won at Everbank Stadium. It has to be like the past 10 games or something like that. So that's a W. So what are we at? 10-3? 10-3. I like it.
I give y'all that win. I give you that win too.
All right. Week 15, Aaron Glenn. We don't match up well against the Jets, right? So that's a similar matchup when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. Historically, we just haven't been able to play a complete game against these teams. So I'll go ahead and give Aaron Glenn the nod. We fall to 10-4.
Who was that quarterback?
Who's the Jets? You have the he was the Ohio State quarterback from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Fields.
Yeah. L.
Yeah,
Another L for y'all.
he'll run around us. So um, we haven't really been disciplined when it comes to running quarterbacks. So I give him
L.
that. So 10-4 going into week 16 against your Broncos. And I'm looking
Hmm.
forward to this one because after the game, we do the show and I'm gonna just laugh at you. So we come back home,
Hmm.
you go out to Denver for no reason, spend money, and come back with an
Hmm.
L. So we are 11 and
And
4.
my so the Jaguars gonna beat the Denver Broncos in Denver in December. That's what you saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting. That's an L.
And then you got the two, division games to wrap it up. We just got to win one. We just have to win one. So I'll say we probably lose at the Colts and we win Tennessee to close it out. So we're
Yeah.
talking what? 13-5, 12-5,
Come on, man. Come on, man. I want you to be serious here. And you talking about 13-5 for the
no,
Jaguars. You out of your
12 and
mind?
5, 12-5,
You gotta be out of your damn mind.
12-5. That's what I like. Where
You
are
gotta
you
be
at?
kidding me. Uh, I got them
Hater.
7-10.
7-10.
7-10, 8-9. That's what y'all at. 7-10, 8-9. And a lot of them games can go either way. You can turn around and lose both games to Cam Ward, right? Uh you can find a way to blow it against the Cardinals, blow it against the Chargers. So y'all I got you 7-8, but you turn around and be 3-14 out here before it's all said and done. It's the Jaguars, baby. This is what they do. Uh I just think I've lost all faith in Trevor Lawrence. That's what the Jaguars do to people. I've lost all faith in them, man. So this is the most important year for the Jacksonville Jaguar franchise in a long, probably ever. Because after this, y'all going for 2 years. The fans gonna be able to see y'all, and you're gonna come back to Jacksonville with a new franchise quarterback. That's what's gonna happen.
Man, we good. The Jaguars winning the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. We
Yeah.
have new leadership. We are off to an amazing start, and it's just going up from here, man. So I look forward to actually getting into training camp, getting into these preseason games where we can really see how this offense is going to look. And we just got to admit, man, like when you have great talent, it
Mm.
produces a great opportunity to win. And that's what happened in that 2017 run where we just had great talent. It just supersedes the organization. So we had the Jalen Ramseys, we had the AJ Bouye's, we had the Leonard Fournettes. You know what I'm saying? We had the Josh Allens, we had the Calais Campbells. We just had the team full of talent at that time, and that's the same thing. We had the Telvin Smiths. That's just gonna translate, the same thing now, except that we actually have the leadership structure. So before we just needed a miraculous level of talent. Now we actually have talent and leadership. You combine that and it's a recipe for greatness. So I'm excited, man. I look forward to watching how this season turns out. And we're gonna call it game by game. They're gonna get their coverage on here. So I look forward to coming in every show happy and just talking about the Jags.
Well, it's good to hear all that nonsense come out your mouth again. And more reality based news, the Timberwolves getting the brakes beat off them. So I think both our points are gonna be good. Our picks gonna be good in this series because Julius ran the 2 for 11 out here. So
I'm trying to tell you, man, like it's just pretty straightforward. Defense, when you can get a bucket that doesn't have to rely on the 3-point line, it's an advantage. And then lastly, man, Julius Randle again had his best half, and you were down, or you were only up by 4 points. And on the flip side,
they're
it's
down by
crazy.
22 going to the fourth.
Yeah, they not coming back like the Pacers. And SGA
No, they're not.
was having
He
an
got
off.
30. He got 30 in 3 quarters.
Well, hey, the best player in the league, you know what I'm saying, should be. I don't get it. What you talking?
He got 24, but he by himself.
He by himself.
His team ain't doing shit.
I'm glad he get that excuse when LeBron don't. Yeah,
38% shooting for the that's defense, man. 38% shooting for the Timberwolves as a team right now. 38% shooting. They shot 33. I think that's another thing when you talk about game one. They shot 51 fucking threes. Like you deserve it. You deserve it. What they do no better. The others shot 33s as well. They both missing, but one team hit them 2 pointers, man. So
I know Joker was dropping 40. But anyway, man.
Jalen Williams, the guy you said on the All Star, he got 15. Chet got 18.
Oh, well, that's how much
Man.
Mikal Bridges had. You know what I'm saying? So uh that's I guess he all star. So
Oh,
Anthony Edwards, that's your best player in the league. Ladies and gentlemen, we can see what type of analysis this guy over here gives as far as who's the
best player in
best
the league.
player. Um, I don't know what to say to you sometimes, bro, but
Best player
that's
in the
the
league, man.
best thing I ever heard. Anything else on your mind, man?
Nah, man, go Broncos, go Hurricanes, go Duval County. Keep on building, keep on doing what we're doing. Y'all like, subscribe, share, follow, holler at us, comment. You know, make it do what it do for us, baby.
Man, I went to the gun range in Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
You got your one?
That was a good time.
Okay, okay. I heard they're real dope. I ain't back there. I heard they're real dope.
Oh, you haven't been?
No, I never been.
Check it out, man. Um, yeah, it was me and my three cousins actually. I
Word,
took all three of my cousins, and yeah,
word.
man, we was in Atlanta. Had a great time, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah. Okay, okay.
that's a great place. That's a great
She got
place.
the gun range. I can believe that.
For sure, man. Well, we'll see you next week, man. Let's get back to it. Across the bridge. Shout out Duval County, the first autonomous whatever in the city.
I ain't
So,
writing that shit until everybody get on the first. I
keep
ain't
it,
gonna be the first one on that bitch.
yeah. I
I ain't
mean,
gonna be first.
it should be all right. Uh,
Hey, you wrote the Sky Rail? You wrote that before?
Uh, I think
Come on, man. We
so.
ain't.
I think one time.
I ain't read that bitch since '95, man.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
bitch
there's no real reason.
95.
There's no real
It
reason
ain't.
for me to ride it. But yeah, I think I did one time in my life. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to
Yeah,
Jacksonville. All right,
yeah.
man. Have a blessed night. I hope you
Peace.
move in successfully, man. Get your bed down. That must mean you don't got no girl coming over. You don't got the bed down. So
The new energy around here, baby. New energy. This that old spot was the bachelor pad. This here is feng shui, just tranquility. We don't need no bad energy in here. This is me and my baby. We just chilling. You
yeah.
feel me? Yeah. So I don't care about no girl coming
I'll
around
ask
here.
you off air where it's located. I'm gonna miss the little spot, man. where we used to be out there chilling and vibing. But all
Word.
right, cool, man. Well, we'll catch y'all next week. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get the subscribes up, continue to take it to the next level. So we appreciate it. And y'all have
Without
a
doubt.
blessed week. Let us know what y'all think
Peace.
in the comments.